our senator from Kansas, who's a little humbler this week than he was 2 weeks ago.
Chairman, I hadn't even thought about that issue for about 3 minutes. But I am serving lunch today to the junior senator from Pennsylvania.
And Senator Blunt Richardson notices that you're wearing Philadelphia Eagle colors. So
Guilty as charged. Guilty as charged. All right. Well, welcome, Congresswoman. Thank you for being here today. I'm so grateful for President Trump nominating you.
Thank you.
I think when he did this, it was certainly a shout out to the hardworking men and women across this country. Based upon your resume, the work you've done, that you certainly have been a person committed to, again, those hardworking men and women across the country, union or non-union workers. Those are people that President Trump supports, and we want them to be successful. We want you to be successful, and I think you're going to be a great representative at the table. Represent him as we're going forward. I want to talk about workplace development for a second. Though unemployment is relatively low, supposedly, our participation rate isn't as good. And I think there's an opportunity there to get people back in the workforce. And if they don't have the skills, the education to do that, then let's help them out. I see there's so many great opportunities, our community colleges, our technical colleges, the unions, apprenticeships, all those pieces are out there. What can we do, what can you do to help support them and help them be successful?
Thank you, Senator Marshall, and I'm sorry that the chairman is being so mean to you in the first few minutes of you being here. But again, it was great meeting with you because we had that conversation about workforce development and workforce investment in our communities and how it can differ oftentimes in a metro area versus a rural area and all of the above. And how you mentioned to me your family in the local community colleges. I took Clackamas Community College right outside in Clackamas County, right from Happy Valley, and how important that was for the community as a whole. And from the Department of Labor, I couldn't, again, be more prideful that I had served on education and workforce on the WIOA reauthorization. And while it didn't make it through, I hope Congress, if the president sees that this is important, that Congress will take this back up for the reinvestment into our young people so that they can be skilled and reskilled in our respective states. I can't wait to come out and visit, and I think I've mentioned this to a couple senators, coming out to all 50 states would be amazing to really learn how the labor laws are affecting your respective states and the investment in the workforce. So I commit to you that I will work hard for the Department of Labor and the agencies within the Department of Labor to make sure that our young people are ready to go in the workforce. And I also know we talked about the average age of a community college entrance is 27 years old. Sometimes people are looking to upskill or get another certificate so they can stay in their communities where they're raising their families, and that's their investment. So I look forward to making this wholeheartedly a pillar of the Department of Labor is workforce investment and development.
More flexibility in the Pell Grants would be a step forward.
And we worked on that also and in workforce and sponsored that bill. We did it for pilots, young pilots, but certainly that was important.
What about how can you better work with state agencies?
Well, oftentimes the Department of Labor and the federal-state partnership is key and sometimes forgotten. I think one of the areas that we can look together is unemployment insurance, was talked about over the last several years, and how we can be a better federal partner, give them the tools that they need, the state partners, in order to develop their workforces and make sure that they have people who are in the workforce who want to stay in the workforce and not pick up and leave. And again, invite people back. So many people have left the workforce, even the search of a job, and we want to make sure that those people are coming back from full force.
I want to take a moment and talk about the franchise model again. And I heard the chairman's opening remarks or questions kind of touched on this, but I want to go back there. In my mind, what the franchise model has done is helped many people achieve their American dream of owning their own business and being successful too.
That's right.
And I think it's been a great opportunity, especially for women, for minorities, for veterans as well. And we have to work on this balance. I want the unions to be successful. I want the franchises to be successful as well. How do we achieve that balance? Any thoughts on where's the win-win opportunity when it comes to that issue?
Well, a lot of times the reference is to the gig economy and understanding the franchise model as well. And I support that the efforts of, the franchise model as it does allow the flexibility for business owners to determine, do they want to be in business for themselves? Do they want to, work for somebody else? But I think the only change that can be talked about today that will work in all of these is everybody has to have that voice and understanding at the table. One of the reasons the president nominated me, and then it's kind of been mentioned, but it's not always that we're going to agree on both sides, but we're going to be understood, that they will have a voice. That's the difference this time, that I want everybody at that table to have that voice and what is valuable to them and their membership or them and their employees or a business owner when they're struggling. Compliance is important, education of compliance. And then also, that we can protect all American workers. There's a continuum from the first day that we have our first job all the way through retirement. Wherever a worker is or a retiree is on that continuum, they should be respected for the hard work that they've put in. I can tell you, bringing everybody at the table is going to do just that and reinforce the things that we care about in our respective states. Thank you.